right now I'm trying to make it back home, and the motor's knocking. I have no oil pressure, and I feel the knocking at my feet on the floor, so I'm pretty sure whatever happened, it's catastrophic. It's not good. I'm just seriously just trying to make it home, leaving a cloud of smoke behind me. Alright guys, I'm in a pretty messed up situation because as you guys know, the transmission went out on the CRV. That was kind of like my daily driver, and that forced me to drive the two-door. I wasn't really supposed to be daily driving the two-door, but that's just the way it ended up happening. And I drove it for a long time, actually. Drove it for a while until the bottom end finally went. And I haven't really looked at it too close, but from what I could tell, it looks like a rod broke and it poked a hole through the block. And what's crazy is I wasn't going wide open throttle when it happened. I was maybe 40% throttle, going under a bridge, just trying to make the build a couple pounds of boost and just make some noise a little bit, and then just let go out of nowhere. I was not expecting that at all. I thought I'd be letting go while I was, you know, doing something stupid, but I wasn't really. But I think what I'm gonna have to do, you know, I was kind of on the fence. Do I get the two-door running? Do I get a new engine for it, or do I get the transmission fixed on the CRV? And I think what I need to focus on is I'm gonna get the transmission for the CRV, because it's a four-door. Put my kids in there, and once I get the CRV going, I can really take my time and do the two-door the way I want it. I think what I'm gonna actually do is stick the Vitura bottom end. The block is great. It's perfect. It's still got the hash marks. I just got it machined. I might actually get the deck milled just to make sure it's nice and flat. Now of course I need a crank, which I might be able to reuse the crank out of the two-door, because if a rod broke, it probably just trashed the block, and hopefully the bottom of the rod is still in the crank, and you know, I don't know, I'm speculating too much at this point. I'm just trying to update you on what's going on. This coming Saturday, I sourced a transmission for the CRV, 300 bucks. For some JDM place. They claim 65,000 miles and a 2-month warranty, so I'm gonna go that route. So that's the plan. Get that sucker fixed, get the two-door in. I haven't even showed you my garage. I got a house, guys. I got a fucking house. Let me roll up the windows here. Yeah, like 3 days before Christmas, Christmas actually closed on a house we were trying to get. We spent Christmas in the new house. It's got a 2-car garage. I think I kind of hinted towards this in one of my videos, but it's official. It's mine, ours, my family's. The kids have their own bedrooms. You know, whatever. We were in a little apartment. It wasn't cutting it. But yeah, I have a garage, a fucking garage. I'm not gonna be doing motor swaps in a parking lot in an apartment complex anymore. It's gonna be in the Grease Monkey fucking garage. I'm so excited to just be able to, I don't know, it's like I'm more free. I could do more, I don't know, it's just awesome. It's just awesome having a garage. So everything is gonna be going down in my garage now, except for the transmission, because the CRV is right there. I dropped the transmission because I had actually bought one out of an Integra, but it turns out an Integra transmission does not work in a CRV. It does not have a neutral safety switch, which the CRV needs, blah, blah, blah. So transmission's out. It's out of the CRV, and I pushed it back there. So that's going to get done up here at the shop. But as far as the motor swaps and rebuilding the bottom end of the two-door, it's going to happen in my garage. And for the four-door, I think this coming year, I want to do some sort of swap, either a B swap, probably a B swap because this is the cheapest and easiest. But I don't know, who knows? I'm just talking out my ass right now. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it's Saturday morning and my brother's about to take me to this JDM place. Actually, it's literally called JDM Place of Houston. And they have a CRV transmission for 300 bucks. Supposedly has like 65,000 miles. It's got a 2-month warranty. So we're gonna go up there and check it out. And I had considered getting the full drive one for a second, but they want like another 250, and I really just need to get it back on the road because I'm kind of fucked right now. But let's just go check it out. See what kind of place it is. Alright, so I asked how much a 2JZ GTE goes for, and he said about $2,900 with an automatic trans. Not sure if that's what, yeah, the twin turbo. So basically about $3 grand for the whole swap. That's for you, Donnie. Man, they have everything. This might be K motors up there. Oh, CRV. Yeah, those are K motors.
Go in a little bit more.
Yeah, you can go in more.
I just can't see very well.
A little more. Stop. That's good. Yeah, we could just move it into position.
Slide it off the...
Go down a little bit more?
There you go.
Okay, that's good.
I can help you move it.
Okay. Alright, so what I'm about to do is go like on the first little test drive. I guess just kind of make sure it goes through all the gears, doesn't slip, doesn't you know, shift hard, things like that. When the transmission went out initially, the first sign that it gave me was that it started whining really loud. At first I thought it was like a pulley or the alternator, like an accessory is whining, but it was actually the transmission. And I think it was actually starved for oil. The filter, hold on, let me... Okay, it goes through all the gears and it honestly shifts really good. It's like you gotta be, there's a fine line between like too soft, kind of slipping, and too hard, but it honestly shifts. It shifts great. I didn't notice any issues, but you know, I'm gonna drive it here a couple days and really pay attention because it does have a warranty. I just, you know, just want to make sure it's good. So anyways, the first sign the transmission gave me was that it started whining, like I said. And usually that happens whenever it's not, like when it's dry, it'll kind of make some noise like that. And what I think would happen is I did dissect the transmission. I pulled it out and just ripped it apart just to see what I could find. And the clutch packs looked worn out and the filter was clogged full of crap. So I think that's just basically the filter slowly got clogged up, it got dry, and it just accelerated the process of the transmission failing. Yeah, so there's the dissected transmission. I was kind of screwing on with some paint. It's basically just trash. And then over here, that's the Integra transmission that is not going to work. And the reason why is because on the CRVs, it has like a neutral safety switch right here. Like where this blank boss is, right here, there's a switch or like a rod that comes out on the CRV transmission. Let me see if I can show you that actually. you never, so somebody out there might be in the same situation I am. On the CRV, there's this rod that comes out where that blank boss is. This is for the neutral safety switch. And yeah, it won't start, it won't do anything without this hooked up. And another issue I ran into is that the JDM transmission actually has a different switch than the US version, so I had to swap over my stock switch to the JDM transmission. And not only that, there's another issue where apparently the JDM transmission apparently has a different gear ratio or some shit, to where it's just barely different enough to where it does throw a code. And of course I didn't find this out till after it's installed and running and done. But the speedometer is a little bit off because apparently the JDM has a lower gear ratio or something like that, and it thinks it's slipping, but it's really not. So it's throwing this torque converter clutch code. I think it's PO740, maybe. I think that's what it is. I don't know. It was yesterday when I was messing with it. But it thinks it's slipping, so it throws a code, but really it's not. It's shifting, it's not slipping, it's driving fine. But the RPMs and the mile per hour isn't exactly what the US version of the CRV, the computer of my stock CRV doesn't like the signal it's getting from the JDM transmission, is what I'm trying to say. Holy shit. Sounds like a fucking war zone in here. Let me roll up the window. Alright, like I said earlier, I did get a house, I do have a garage, but right now it's been crazy with the two-door blowing up, the CRV, the transmission being bad, and having to fix that, get that back on the road. I'm still moving. I'm not even 100% moved over to the house, and I really wish I could show you all the garage, but I'm unloading, I'm unpacking. It kind of turned into like moving and putting things up as we move, but now it's like we're getting down to the last couple days that we have in my the apartment that we had. So we're just throwing everything in the garage, and then from there we're going to organize. I'm going to clean it up, set up the garage real nice. So well, if you guys have been watching, you know, here at work they did supply us with these nice toolboxes, so I am going to get to take this my red toolbox home. I've had that thing for a while now. I'm going to be able to take that home, and also they're throwing out all these really nice like metal work tables, and I actually snatched one up. I'm gonna take that. I already took it home actually last night. And yeah, just sorry for not posting very often, but I've been really busy. I've had a lot of shit going on, but I'm about to get back to it. It should be a really fun year. Yeah, just gonna be making a whole bunch of content on my garage. But if you like this video, please, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.